Alright guys, we're headed down to PRP to go pick out the seats for the old Toyota and now the JK, so come along with us. Okay guys, so like I said, we're headed down to PRP. They're located down in Temecula. We're going to take you along for this journey and picking out the seats and show you around a little bit of PRP. Super excited. Let's get down there. All right, guys, we just made it down here to PRP. Let's go inside. All right, guys, so we came here to PRP. I am currently in the showroom right now. I will take you guys around, show you some B-roll of the back and the operations here. Everything is made here in-house, American made. It is pretty freaking awesome. Let me take you through, guys.
All right, guys, so we're here in PRP's welding department, and you can see over here they have racks and racks and racks of material. So this is where they build all the custom seats, weld everything up.
Okay guys, so after this frame building section of PRP, the sound got really loud. PRP is cranking out the seats. They have 2 shifts going at all times, and the machines get a little bit loud, so we realized when we were talking during some of this dialogue that you can't hear us. So I'm gonna walk you through some of the things we are about to see. Right now, this machine in front of us is cutting all the fabric for PRP seats. It is a really cool process to learn. They have 3 tables all together. They pull out the fabric and they lay it out for the color for the day, and they cut multiple orders at one time. And then the bins behind, they're stacking those orders and putting the colors together. So the next roll, they'll pull out the next color and they'll cut the next set of fabric, which is really freaking cool to watch. And speaking of fabric, man, I was in heaven. So PRP brings you so many different colors, so many different varieties to choose from. It was actually pretty hard for Nate and I to sit down and choose all the seat coloring and everything. So while we were here, we just ordered the JK seats. You guys aren't gonna get to see them quite yet. We're gonna hold off on that one on showing you, but the JK is the only one that actually needs seats for the cage. So the seats have to be in there for measurements. The Toyota is pretty just straightforward. We're just gonna put the cage right in. But anyways, back to these fabric choices. The fabric was absolutely amazing. As you can see, there are tons of different rolls for you to choose from, which is really pretty freaking cool. Your mind is your limitation. You can come up with any seat pattern, color. It was really pretty freaking cool. Now, after the seats are cut out, you're going to the sewing department and embroidery department. So here are all the different colors of threads. They even had a few more that they do not have on their website. We get to get a little sneak peek of that while we were there. So that is a really cool thing for us to be able to do. This is the first time we've ever actually been to a facility like this where we're able to walk through why they were working. So that was really cool for us. It was a new experience. So hopefully this filming comes out okay for you guys, and hopefully in the future we do a way better job of filming everything, because let me tell you, the few seconds we had at PRP, it was amazing, just absolutely amazing. So anyways, there's tons of different threads you can choose from for your embroidery on your seats. After that, we're going to the sewing. Here are all the ladies. There's 2 shifts that come in and they sit there all day long and they're sewing out the seats for PRP and seat covers. They have this really cool system where they have all these bends stacked up, and every piece of fabric, I don't know, some of you probably don't know this because a lot of you probably don't sew, but I'm a sewer. So it's really cool. All their patterns are cut out and then they band them together. So the ladies don't miss up and sew one pattern to a different pattern that didn't belong. So it's all stacked up together as one stack. They sew that stack, they sew the next stack, they sew the next stack, and then from that point, they sew those stacks together and they form the whole seat cover, which is really, really cool. They're really paying attention to detail on these seats. Okay, so from there, we're going back to the original frames. They've been back from powder coating. They powder coat all their seats. And then they are attaching the backing for the chairs that makes it that little ride. And from there, they're gonna start attaching the foam. They're gluing the foam on there. Everything's done in-house, which is really freaking cool. From there, after they attach all the foam, guess what? It's time to put the covers on. And they're not just putting the covers on, slapping them and saying, done, we're over it. They are doing control quality as well. Every seat, when it gets done, they stop and they look at it and they say, you know what? If it's any little binding here, like the fabric's pinching, why is the fabric pinching? They'll take off the whole seat cover, figure it out if it's from the sewing department or maybe it just wasn't stretched enough onto the frame. They really, really try to get all those imperfections out of the seats. They really try to make them perfect, which I thought is really freaking cool. I mean, there's always going to be a little bit of bunching with the fabric when you're sewing it, just from the fabric being sewn together, but they really tried to make the seats perfect. Now from there, the seats pass go, they're gonna be bagged up and they're gonna be set here on to the shipping line. So all these seats that you see before you sitting here on the line are waiting to be shipped and to go out or for customer pickup. Really freaking cool. Every day they have this amount of seats ready to go and to be shipped out. They're working nonstop. I have never seen a company work so hard and have their assembly line put together so well. It was really, really cool. Now, I'm gonna do a little B-roll of the waiting area where you can go in and see some of their products, some finished seats that are already made. Guys, I wanna say a big, huge thank you to PRP for letting us come along and film all of this. You guys are absolutely amazing. So back to the point to where you guys can actually hear us. Here you go. We don't talk about nothing no more. Nothing. We don't talk about nothing no more. Nothing. We don't talk about nothing no more. All right, guys, coming down to PRP was a freaking amazing experience. I had a blast. What about you, Dee?
Oh yeah, it's super cool to see how they build the frames of the seats and all the work that goes into them.
And all of them are being made right here down in Temecula. I am blown away. And needless to say, we did pick out our seats, but you guys are gonna have to wait a little bit longer to see what they look like. We're gonna release little bits and maybe some hints. So look forward to that, guys. But you know the drill. We're tired, hungry, and dirty, and that's gonna be the end of this dirt road journey. Bye, guys.